God gave rock and roll to you. Let's talk about it. God gave rock and roll to you. But what God? Was it the God of Abraham, Jacob, or Isaac? Or was it the God of this world? Let's talk about all these musicians that everybody worships all the time. The question is, who do they worship? What are they drawing you into? Let's take a look right here. Lady Gaga apparently gets her music from demons. She said herself that she has the spirit of her dead aunt living inside her, which is really a demon impersonating her aunt. Correct. Spirit of divination, a familiar spirit. So when you're having nightmares of your dead relatives and you're seeing them in your house and all, these are demons trying to attack you. Apparently Lady Gaga missed that one. Now let's talk about our beloved Kurt Cobain, lead singer of Nirvana. Now this one's near and dear. Kurt Cobain, lead singer of Nirvana. I was a fan for many, many years. But then I found the Lord. And I started to move away from secular music. And this is why. Take a look right here. Kurt Cobain was obsessed with Satanist Anton LaVey. Cobain even wanted LaVey to record a song with him. Cobain was known to desecrate churches by writing "God is gay" and other blasphemies. It was reported that he was involved in witchcraft. Indeed, he did channel demons, as Cobain is described as stumbling on melodies by means he himself didn't fully understand. I had no idea that he was worshiping the devil. I had no idea that he was a follower of Anton LaVey. I've read Anton LaVey's stuff myself back when I was in the world before I was a Christian, so I know exactly what this stuff is. His widow, after his suicide, would state that Kurt had a lot of personal inner demons, a lot of frailties and physical ailments. See right here with his aggressive personality who struggled with demons that drove and tormented him. And in case you don't know, Kurt Cobain eventually, he killed himself and shot his head off with a shotgun. Riddled with demons, the spirit of suicide, the spirit of heaviness. Wow, Jimi Hendrix, who would have thought? Jimi Hendrix believed he was possessed by demonic spirits. His girlfriend admitted it as well. Hendrix begged his girlfriend for help, and he felt that the voices in his head were tormenting him, and he eventually died of a drug overdose. And then down below, of course, Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Yes, they are covered with spirits, always have and always will, until they find freedom, and I do pray for their salvation. Who would have thought? This music we all grew up on. You listen to it, it's on rock radio all the time. But who would have thought that it's witchcraft music and it's actually casting spells on you? And I am speaking to the Christians right now because, we were called to put on the whole armor of God and actually use discernment against certain types of music. So when listening to this, because you can even hear it in the grocery store these days, and pray. That's what you got to do. You got to be prayed up. You know what? Even if you are going to these rock concerts, pray for the artists. Pray for the artist's salvation. Pray for the crowd. Pray against the spells that are coming out from them. I'm telling you, we can do this stuff. We can call on the Lord and He will be there. We can use these rock concerts to our advantage. We can use these rock concerts to minister to people and bring them the love of Jesus. But so many people, when they find God, they just say, I don't even want to deal with this. I don't want to listen to this. I don't want this in my life, and I want these people to stay away from me. But we were called to minister to the lost. We were called to bring the gospel to the lost sheep. And what are we doing? We're not doing it. We're just sitting there writing them off, saying, that music doesn't suit my ears anymore. But really, man, these people need to hear the gospel, and we need to be more forgiving. These guys, they practice witchcraft, and I do pray for their soul. But if they were still doing this when they died, the Bible says they're not up there. So I do pray for them. And until part 2, I'll go ahead and expose more artists to practice witchcraft that's on my list.